Do you struggle to get as many ceramic coating customers as you want? No matter what you do, it feels like you're just never able to keep your schedule fully booked out. If so, then you're in luck, because in this video, I'm going to go over the easiest way to actually flood your shop with financially qualified, ready to buy customers. And this is not going to involve knocking on doors, passing out flyers, or any of that BS. This is an extremely scalable, long-term strategy that actually works and all the top players in our industry are actively using. And that strategy is going to be meta ads. Now, this is not the way that most shops do it, because most shops try to run meta ads, but they do it wrong, which causes them to not succeed, not make money, and ultimately have a bad experience. However, when you do meta ads the right way, having enough customers will never be an issue for your shop again. So, how do you actually go about running meta ads the right way, the profitable way? And where do most shops go wrong? Well, most shops are just throwing up one quick campaign without doing any targeting, without testing any creatives, and without having the right backend systems in place. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to run meta ads, how to build out the systems, and do all of this the right way. And this is exactly what I do in my own shop and what I've done for 100 plus other shops that I have worked with to scale up. So the first thing that you're going to need to do in order to actually have success with meta ads is properly structure your campaign. You should have one main campaign per service. So let's say that you've got PPF, window tint, and ceramic coating. You're going to want to have one campaign for each of those different services. Now, inside of each campaign, you're going to have anywhere from 2 to 4 different ad sets depending on your budget. Typically, you want to be spending anywhere from $10 to $25 per ad set. And what you're doing at the ad set level is testing different audiences, different creatives, creative styles, I should say, and then different placements. So if you want to target open audience and then maybe a 22 to 60 male audience, you would do that at the ad set level. If you want open placements and then stories, feeds, reels only, you do that at the ad set level. If you have 2 completely different styles of creative or video, you're going to do that at the ad set level. Then inside of each ad set, you want to have anywhere from 2 to 4 actual ads. We're going to let Facebook do the heavy lifting when it comes to figuring out which of these ads is working best, because it's going to be small changes in between. The ads that are inside of your ad sets should be, again, very similar. The difference there should be the hook, the text overlay, the caption style. Small differences that aren't going to be huge, and Facebook is actually able to use its own algorithm and figure out what works best. If you have a big difference in the creative, meaning a completely different style, a whole different angle, that's something that you're going to want to make sure you separate by the ad set yourself, because you'll be able to manually bid, manually put the amount of spend that you want on each, and you can have a direct test. When you're putting ads inside of an ad set, you're giving the control to Facebook, which again is okay as long as it's a small change. Now, once you've set this up and your campaign is properly structured, it's time for you to make the videos. And this is going to be the second, if not the first, most important part of your ads. You need to have solid videos that are actually catching people's attention, keeping people's attention, and getting them to the point where you can even give them your offer. So if you're doing, let's say, 3 ads under each ad set, then you're going to need to make 3 different videos. Now, these videos are going to have small differences. You should focus on things like the hook, the text, the font, etc. when you're testing out different things. Like I said, if it's a large difference, you want to test with a new ad set. Now, once you've structured your campaign, you've added in your video, you're ready to launch. But you still have another side of things to build out, because even though you're ready to launch on Facebook, if you don't have the right backend systems in place, you're not going to make money. So you need to lock this in before you actually launch. So we use Go High Level. It's got automated text, automated emails, pipelines, all of the good stuff to organize all of our leads in. Speed to lead is the #1 most important factor to your success with Facebook ads. If you're not calling every single lead within 5 minutes, the chances that you're going to actually convert at a high percent, or even at a percent that is typical, are extremely, extremely low. You need to do everything in your power to make sure that you have all the tools needed to be reaching out to every lead ASAP. In addition to this, you need a pipeline to keep your leads organized and make sure that you're actually following up as much as needed. Typically, we do daily follow-ups for 5 days. This has worked super well for us. So what the backend structure would look like there, lead fills out a form, they're automatically texted, they're automatically emailed, And then within 5 minutes, if not 60 seconds, we're calling them up, getting them on the phone, seeing if we can go ahead and convert them. Otherwise, if we cannot get them on the phone, we're going to be calling them every day, 4 or 5 days straight, and attempting to get in touch with them. At the end of this 5-day period, if we have failed to get in touch or we haven't contacted them yet, they're going to get moved to a separate stage in the pipeline for leads who are uncontacted and have never been contacted in their lifetime with us. So the big things that you need to have in place on the back end are bare minimum, at least automated text and automated emails, a way for you to effectively and consistently get to leads within 5 minutes, a solid pipeline for you to keep everything organized and actually follow up as many times as needed, and then a dashboard just so you can see what are you spending on the ads versus what are you getting back out. Because the number one thing is obviously you need to be profitable. You shouldn't be running ads if you're losing money unless it's a brand campaign and you can't directly track spend, but that's not something that you'd be doing on Facebook. So make sure that you've actually got the system in place, you're tracking your spend, you're tracking your revenue, make sure you've got your campaign properly structured, you've got the videos good, and if you do all of that, you will be successful with Facebook ads. But if you want a more in-depth guide on exactly how to set your campaign up, click the video on screen now. And if you want my team to set all of this up done for you, click the link in the description below and I'll talk to you there.